Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Ascot Properties Group. I've got the pleasure of being with Vanessa Harte today from Ray White in Ascot. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me along.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So this is a real estate educational checkup for you. So we've got a few things that we're going to discuss, and we're actually with Vanessa today, and we will be meeting up with her again in another few weeks to do another couple of videos as well. But the first one that we're going to roll with, if that's okay with you, Vanessa, is an old story, a line I suppose, but one that is always valuable to ask. Is it the right time to buy in the Brisbane market?
I think it's a fantastic time to buy in the Brisbane market. I mean, the southern states have been slammed with their prices, and everyone keeps telling us that prices have come down by 10%. Brisbane prices have been really steady. We haven't seen huge amounts of loss. I think they're running about 1.5%, which is pretty negligible in people transacting like for like properties, which is and no two home is the same. But we haven't really seen those losses, but the predictions for Brisbane into 2020 and 21 are about 13% growth. So property here is probably undervalued. It's an excellent time to purchase.
I agree with that. And I think it's very true too that the big hikes in Melbourne and Sydney didn't really affect us.
No,
we've always been them good.
We were just steady
at
around about 4%.
Right. I think the only time that's been it has been interesting has been the excess unit stock.
Yes,
that has been a little bit of an issue, I think.
Well, units came back about 30% over the last 2 to 3 years, but they seem to have flattened out. We're not seeing those losses anymore. We've actually seen a lot more interest, particularly with owner-occupiers in units.
And I think that I had a chat with Vanessa earlier on, and we were saying that it's very interesting that the investor market is not at its best here in Brisbane, I don't think, and on the Sunshine Coast as well. But the homeowner market is very strong. Very strong. Very strong. And a lot of people, I believe, and I don't know about necessarily where you are here in Ascot, which I have to say is one of the most favourite suburbs of Brisbane, is a lot of downsizing as against upsizing. For us, a lot of people with got their bigger homes and they just want to get something smaller. On saying that, when I say smaller, it doesn't necessarily mean that small, but smaller than what they're used to. And a lot of that is, I think,
less maintenance. More than a smaller property, less maintenance.
I think that's what it's all about, really. It's an age-old issue. As you get older, you don't want all the gardening, but you want everything around you that's good. So that's where perhaps the unit market here is of really good value. I'm not so sure what the body corporates are like in the city. They're probably no worse than they are in Noosa because they run very high. Probably better.
Less. I mean, I think the average body corporates are somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 on average for something with a lift. And
a pool and gym possibly. Yeah. And when you think that some of the resorts in Noosa, they can be as high as $13,000 a year.
It's a lot of
which basically,
if you're retired, that's
exactly. It's like having a mortgage and you never had one. Yes. Or you're getting another mortgage back. So that's really good to know that somebody that's on the ground all day in this area is good. So. And you cover a very broad area, really.
Yes, pretty much
Ascot, don't we?
In a north, really. I mean, Ascot, Hamilton, Clayfield, Wooloowin, Hendra, they're our primary
and they're my
core areas.
Favourite areas, of course. And don't we all like that part of?
I mean, truly the most beautiful homes in Brisbane. We're surrounded with beautiful Queenslanders, but we've also got some really beautiful modern homes as well.
Yes, I think that's been interesting that where perhaps the Queenslanders have been removed or lifted or taken, people have been, I think, and the planning, I like to believe that the planning too have been very sincere in the way that they've actually looked at new property so that it's
so it blends in with
the old. And I think that's lovely to have that balance. Spoke so near to the river as well. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I really appreciate that feedback. For guys out there who are viewing this and would like to see more of these videos that we frequently are putting up, please go to our Facebook page, Property Buyers Forum. They're all uploaded on there. If you want to join, just click. and you're very welcome. We're growing rapidly. We have a great team of property mentors across the board, real estate, lawyers, conveyancers, who are all there, very happy and willing to help you with any queries that you might have. So please feel free to do that. In the meantime, Vanessa, we'll see you next time.
It's lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye now.